Peace and love, family. It's your girl, Six the Goddess. And keep in mind, I'm a goddess and I'm sensitive about my shift. I'm doing well. I hope you are doing well. You, the Goddess Gang, had me crying how y'all was hitting me up like, sis. Y'all was tagging me, sending it to me in DMs on the update on what is going on in the situation between Saweetie, little baby, Jada, and Quavo. Who is a lot of people, honey. So if you have not watched my full video on this, on poor P management, for my poor P management series, I'm going to link it in the description box because you're going to really need to watch that video to fully grasp what's going on here and why we're having this follow-up discussion. Now, y'all big sister did not steer y'all wrong, okay? As I'm watching this whole thing unfold, literally everything happened verbatim as I had kind of spoke on, okay? This is a formula that never sways. It never changes. This is the way it goes every time, okay? I want to present this almost as fact at this point because I've rarely ever seen an exception to this. This video is going to be about how women go about relationship wrong, how women tries to use thotting and bopping to empower themselves and to get a one-up or revenge in relationship, okay? Now, let me put this disclaimer. I don't care about any of these people that we're about to use for this lesson. They are celebrities. They sign up for us to be in their business, and everyone know who they are, and you are sure you are darn tootin' that I'm going to use this so that we can learn as the Goddess Gang, okay? We need to be paying attention. I don't like to just sit and talk at you guys. I like to show real life examples so you know your big sister ain't just saying this. I like to show the receipts. Now, I'm going to give you guys a quick backstory on this. I'm not going to go into the whole thing on why this is relevant on what we're about to discuss. Let me also put a disclaimer for all of you emotional Emilys that hear this or hear something I say and get your thumbs moving fast and get ready to be hella emotional in your responses to what I say. First, I want to say I have no desire to hurt any one of you. I have no desire to see any of you fall. I have no desire to hurt anyone's feelings. It does not do anything for me. It does not lower my cholesterol. It does not add zeros to my bank account. It does not raise my credit score. I don't care. You guys really have got to start to spare me all these emotional, personal, y'all be in my comments, leaving your life story. Oh, how could you say that? I this, I that. I don't know you. I don't care to know you. If you like this content, go ahead and listen to it. Great. If you don't, that's fine too. Take this in context and take this for what it is. I want to also say I do not condone cheating. However, we are going to be using people who are in show business as the example in this lesson here. So the rules are different in that industry. People's religion, culture, socioeconomic status, so many things can change what is right, what is wrong, what is normal in their relationships, okay? Now that I got those disclaimers out, a little bit of the backstory, long story short, Quavo was with Saweetie. He was very good to Saweetie, uplifted her. He made no qualms, no mistakes, letting it be known that that was his lady. It was no ifs, ands, or buts. Spoiled her. We never heard about him treating her bad. Somebody had talked about an elevator fight, but it was Saweetie abusing Quavo in the thing. So, you know, he was, in my opinion, Quavo is a masculine man. He is a generous man. He has resources. He has money. He has no children. In my opinion, if Saweetie is going to date within the industry, Quavo was a good choice. Okay. Now, let me also say this. I personally will not date a rapper. I personally will not date an athlete because I understand what comes with their career. I understand what comes with the territory. Since I know I cannot handle that, I go ahead and refrain from it. We as women have got to be calculated when we're giving our body away, giving our spirit away, building bonds with a man. We have to be more vigilant into really examining this man prior and figuring out before you give him your body, you have kids with him, if his lifestyle is conducive to your morals, what you think is right and wrong, and what you can take on. All right. So In my opinion, if you are going to be in the industry and date within the industry, you have to be somewhat aware of what comes with that. Okay. Now, so we decided to date Quavo. Something went down where Quavo, it was a party. Quavo, something about, hold on, wait. Allegedly, because I heard that people been getting sued lately, honey, and I don't have time. So let me go ahead. Hold on, let me throw this in here. Allegedly, this happened. Because I ain't got 3 million, honey. You sued me for 3 million, baby. I'm washing dishes. I'm about to do laundry. I don't know. I don't got it. So, allegedly. Hope y'all heard that because I got bills. I got mouths to feed. Okay. Anyway, so Quavo, did a little thing at a party, allegedly, or whatever. Saweetie found out. Nobody knew until Saweetie went blasted on the internet. Instead of having some type of conflict resolution, Saweetie decided she wanted to chuck the deuces. Now, let me say, I am all for a woman deciding that there is a level of disrespect or distrust that has happened to her. Every woman, in my opinion, is entitled to say, you know what, this is something I cannot do, especially when you have no children, you're not married. I don't think a woman should have to go further if something goes down where she truly feels like, you know what, this is not going to work for me. So I am not faulting Saweetie for having her man step out and having her say, you know what, I don't want to deal with this. However, I am about to show the lesson in what she did afterwards, which was the problem and which made no sense, and why thotting and bopping backfired so badly on her and did not get her the delusional result that she thought she was going to get. Okay. So Saweetie decides to leave. Quavo was very hurt when she left, of course. Okay, you move on. Now, this is my thing. When we talk about maintaining your body, when we talk about being calculated with your body and what you do as the woman, make it always make sense. If you're going to choose to leave a man for stepping out, then you need to make sure that you take time to be accountable. Look at where you went right, what you went wrong, what you did well, what you could do better, so that when you move on, you can progress, that you can be doing better than you did before. You should always be upgrading in your life as a woman. You should always be looking at who you sleep with, who you build relationship with as an executive decision. It should not be on a whim. It should not be to make someone jealous. It should not be to spite another man, another woman. You are the executive of your cooch. You are the CEO of your cooch. And every decision that you make affects your entire life. So we have to be smart. We have to be calculated. If you're going to be with a rapper, he steps out, you leave him because he stepped out, then guess what? It's probably time for your next guy to not also be a rapper. It's probably time for your next guy to not also be an athlete. That doesn't make any sense. By now, we know how it goes. You have regular guys that work at FedEx that cannot say no to cooch. We rarely see men turn things down and say, you know what? No, I got a girl. I can't. Majority of men are not doing that. The guy that works at Frito-Lay is not doing that. So imagine a guy that's a rapper that goes on tour traveling with 20 women, breaking into his hotel room afterwards. Be for real. Okay. All right. So if Saweetie was going to leave him, Saweetie should have got with someone who's like an entrepreneur. Okay. It was someone that is in IT. Okay. Something of the sort. All right. Not only does she leave the rapper Quavo for stepping out, but she leaves him and then goes and gets with another rapper who is known for cheating, Lil Baby. Now, the backstory with the situation with Lil Baby. We all know Lil Baby, his most recent son, his most recent child is with a model named Jada Cheese. Okay. Now, from what I get, the backstory between their relationship is when they first started dating, it was a very casual friendship. That it wasn't necessarily that they were in a full-blown relationship. They were young. It was a friendship. The homie, I get it. If you have never been in a relationship where you guys are more friends than anything else, you probably won't understand how I can see why, you know, they were able to grow the way they did. But I think it's a beautiful thing when you can be with someone and that person is genuinely a friend to you first. It sounds super corny, but I get it. Okay. That is a very special bond. Okay. I want to go ahead and put that out there. In your lifetime as a woman or as a man, matter of fact, special bonds, especially as a woman with a man that upholds you the way Quavo upholded Saweetie. There was no confusion on who his girl was. We never saw him put anyone above her. Those type of bonds where you have that value and that man look at you as precious and put you on that pedestal like that. You will only get that in your life 1 to maybe 3 times max. Too many times ladies get with a man like that and then begin taking it for granted. And then you think that every man you get with is going to revere you the same way. No, that is a special bond created by vulnerability and openness that you will not find everywhere. Okay. Saweetie, when she left Quavo, she dated James Harden. They said James Harden took her out, spent like $100,000 or $200,000 on her, yet he still had no feelings for her, did not revere her, did not publicly claim her, did not put her on a pedestal. A man can spend hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars on you, and you still not mean anything to him. If he's curious about your cat and he happens to want to try it, he'll do whatever. Too many ladies now associate, oh, he gave me this or he spent this on me, so he must care, he must like me. No. Especially when you're talking about millionaire men where $100,000 is like $1 to them. So Saweetie's rule, trying to be a boss bee. Oh, my rule is if you want to mess with me, you got to take me shopping. You got to spend at least $100,000. This is how delusional so many women are, swearing they got it. Y'all be swearing you got it, be swearing you in control. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You gotta take me on a shopping spree for $100,000. Them fools took her, paid that $100,000, got what they got, and stepped right over her dead body, kept it moving, going to tell their homeboys, yeah, I ate it. Yeah, you did. Okay, cool. How was it? It was all right. And keep moving. They're not posting you on their social media. They're not putting you before anyone else. They don't care. Too many times we as women, we want to tell men how to think instead of accepting how they think and moving accordingly. So Saweetie thought she ate, honey, thought she had it. I'm going to have all these guys take me shopping. Quavo sitting back like, all right, whatever. Okay. So now all these stories of her hopping around and thotting start coming out. So I'm like, who, sis? What was the point of this, sis? So you left Quavo to go with James Harden? Oh, because James Harden was definitely going to be a loving, loyal, doting boyfriend for sure, honey. I'm sure. So anyway, one day, Saweetie decides that she's going to post a picture online. So she posts a picture straddling a strange man on the internet. Nobody knew who this man was for a second until internet detective did their job. Because if we don't know one thing, honey, we know the internet going to be the CIA. Okay. Boy, the internet will find out what color drawers you have on. The internet will find out if you're wearing drawers at all. All right. So the internet did its detective work. Come to find out it's Lil Baby. Girl. I know you lying. Not Lil Baby, who is currently estranged from the mother of his children for cheating. Now, let's go ahead and break down the situation with Jada. Okay. Now, I like Jada. Let me go ahead and start out with that. A lot of, we got to work with what we got here. It's 2022. Things are super weird. A lot of these young girls do not have other young girls that they can really model themselves after. And though Jada does have the Instagram model image, what I do like about her is she is not allowing herself to be an industry pass around. I think she was young, got super caught up with Baby. She ended up getting pregnant. They have a son. I believe she is staying the course and doing what is going to be best in the long run for herself and for her child. Now, there is something called woman up. And as women, sometimes we make our beds, we got to lay in it. Jada said, you know, I have this child with this man. This man does not mistreat me. He does not abuse me. I love this man. We're friends. But let's be real. Lil Baby used to be ugly. And then he came into these millions through his rap career. Because once a man get millions of dollars, he is now stunning. Okay. So now Lil Baby went from being ugly to stunning, went from being broke to a millionaire. Okay. Be for real. He young in his 20s. Now y'all know he gonna go through a whole phase. I mean, come on, like my God, we have got to be realistic at some point. You cannot take a man from dusty and ugly to stunning and wealthy and think that he gonna sit and come home and with the same woman every night. That's probably not how it's gonna go. He has the money, power, resource, know-how to pretty much get almost whatever woman he want to get. All right. I feel like Jada understood, listen, we're here already. My child is here already. Jada decided that she was going to give him some space. So as though she don't have to kind of be, she don't got to be all up in the mix with everything going on. Gave him some space. Jada then decided, you know what? I'm going to go get in my bag. Okay. Let me back up off this man. This man blowing up. A lot's going on. Let me go get in my bag. What I'm not going to do is go date 10,000 other rappers. I'm not going to be straddling nobody. I'm not going to be sleeping. I'm just going to chill, get in my bag. Okay. And baby always kept a level of check-in and respect for her. All right. And a lot of y'all are so dense to where this is going way over your head. And I know it because y'all look at everything so like basic, but just try for a second to pick up what I'm putting down. Okay, just I know y'all are getting triggered as we speak, but just relax. You know why? Because present day, and me as being a counselor, me as being a mentor, and having over 500 women in my personal arsenal that I personally mentor and coach, I think you guys would be appalled if you found out some of the dumb reasons why women will have a child with a man and then leave him, totally disregarding the well-being of the child. They will not say the man abused them, beat on them. It'll be something dumb. I've heard everything from, I didn't like the way he reads. And I'm not making this up. I wish I was making it up, but I'm not. I had a woman break her whole family apart, break up because she did not like the way he reads. On my dead mama, strike me down right now if I'm lying. I've had a woman say that she broke her family apart because she did not like his stroking rhythm. Yet he had enough stroking rhythm to knock you up. On my dead mama, I promise you this. And then I've heard the emotional, we grew apart. We wanted different things in life. So you didn't know that prior? As a woman, as a man, just as an adult. Because one thing about me, I'm team kids. I'm about the kids. I don't care about grown people and what you want and what you think. That's not the way life works. The way life works is in your childhood. That's the time for things to be fun. Do what you want, do what you feel. Then you become a grown-up. And then it goes from doing what you want to doing what you have to do. You had your time as a child. Get over it. It's time to move on to the next cycle. In my opinion, the only reason if you have a child with somebody, the only reason why you should be separating is if there is like physical violence. But if you fail to plan, have certain conversations, certain understandings before, these kids don't ask to be here. These kids do not ask you to bring them into the world. And it's messed up when they have to suffer because of your feelings. So a lot of women will look at, a lot of women would have been happy if Jada would have left baby, knowing that this is her son's father. If Jada would have left baby, dated 5 rappers, slept with all of them, had them take her shopping, they fall out, 3 months later be a new one. Women would have been happy with that. But when she decides to give space, stay the course, knowing what she brings to the table is not something that you'll find often. Because though Jada has the Instagram model persona, we do not hear about her thotting. She has grace and she has class. She knows majority of women are not moving this way. So he'll be back. She knows the bond that she has with him. So y'all will get upset with her for staying the course and keeping keeping the possibility at least open for her family to be together at one point with the circumstance. She made her bed, she lay in it, made the best of it. Y'all get mad at that. Yet you won't get mad if she would have left him, cut him off completely, and dated XYZ and jumped around and found a new man that went through demons with him too. And now you got a stepdaddy. Y'all would have loved that. So when everything went down, so Saweetie posted a picture straddling baby. Internet detectives find out it's little baby. Saweetie thought, okay? Saweetie thought that baby was going to be like, yup, that's my girl. Yeah, I guess y'all found out. Oh, well, that's her. I love her. Yeah, she can get it. She can do whatever. Baby turned on Saweetie so fast. Oh, sis, you thought you ate. You starved. Baby turned on her so fast and was like, she weird. She clout chasing. I don't even know her like that. Back up off me. Cut her off with the quickness. Okay? Now, you would think at that point, the delusion would stop. You would think she'll be humbled at that point and be like, you know what? Let me reevaluate how I'm moving. This is not working out. No, 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 no. That's not at all what she did. So when everything came out, I told y'all, and again, y'all got to watch the last video. 2 days after it came out that she was dealing with a little baby, Jada was doing an event with Pretty Little Thing. Honey, guess who was right on her arm in full support, baby? Honey, Jada sneezed. Chop! A piece of hair flew down. Baby pulled the hair. Baby was doing everything but throwing rose petals at her feet. Like, oh no, the agreement was, I got my space to do what I want, but it's not supposed to come out. Now, here goes Saweetie thinking that she just gonna make this man. Let me tell you something. When a man is bonded with a woman, especially a woman he has a child with, he's not leaving her. I want to let you ladies know that. Men do not leave women that they have that type of bond with. I don't care how light-skinned and BBL you have. Death to the BBL. Death to the myth of sexual empowerment. Now you get a BBL and some sexual empowerment. Now you think that men are leaving home for that. Absolutely not. To the streets you go. Enjoy. Okay? So, honey, now we fast forward a month or two. Y'all, look at little baby. Look at little baby, honey. When I seen this, when I tell you, I about cried on the floor. Okay? I about fell on the floor and passed out when I seen this. Look at this. Little Jada said, sweetie, you can go do what you want, honey. I know these women ain't moving like me. Because y'all remember when the whole thing came out, Quavo came forward and said, it's all good. We can swap it out. Quavo was like, oh, sir, you got to find baby mama now. So if this how you want to play it, we can swap this out. Jada came forward and was like, you know, no, I'm not going to do it. She ain't do it. When I know 90% of women today would have did it. 90% of women today would have slept with Quavo to spite baby. It would have ruined any chance of y'all being a family again, and you would have been serial dating and thotting forever. Because no man wants to be with little baby's baby mama. My God, if you couldn't make it work with little baby, what can I do? That's the way men think. Or she would have had to get with a man way below him economically. Okay? Jada knew he's not going anywhere because he knows he's not going to find a woman that moves with grace like me. We already have a child. We're best friends. Look where little baby went back to so fast. Look at his feet. Little baby said, oh, what you need, baby? What you need? TikTok, man. How you do it? What I need to do. You know what I'm saying? Little baby was like, what you need, baby? What? You know what I'm saying? See, y'all think that men being promiscuous and running the streets, this and the third, that get old. That take a toll on men too. That's why little baby said, I ain't no fool. Let me get over here and do this TikTok dance. He's seeing the way Saweetie moving. It be woman take her shopping. She talk too much. She doing too much. She telling my business. He said, this is what I have to look forward to out here. He respected the fact that Jada did not go thought and bot when this came out. So now look at him. Jada said, oh, sweetie, you thought you ate. I think not, sweetie. Here go little baby. What you mean, baby? What you mean? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Look at the slippers. With the quickness. This is what Sweetie thought little baby was going to do with her. She thought he was going to leave Jada to dry and go with her. Now, again, you would think that at this point, that Saweetie would definitely stop being delusional and step back and say, all right, that was not it. Also, keep in mind the fact that Baby and Quavo are co-workers. They're on the same label. Messy, messy, messy. Ladies, don't ever sleep with a man's friend to spite him. Oh, don't sleep with his friend, his co-worker, anyone near him. Because they will turn on you before they turn on each other, especially when the bag is involved. Okay? So now, again, you would think Sweetie would say, you know what? Okay, let me tap out. This is not it. No. She still, in her delusional mind, thinks that she is in power and she is in control here. This is what she posts on her stories. I'm not going to play the audio, but the song that is playing is a song called Back to the Streets. Okay? Lil Baby is a grown man who had you and was good on it and went back to where he wanted to be, period. You did not send him back anywhere. He went back home. You, my dear, got sent back to the streets. So she's dying on this hill and says that the reason why Baby is back with Jada is because she sent him back to the street. Delusional. This is how 90% of women are handling relationship nowadays. Okay? So then in the previous video, I said, let me tell you something. Quavo, if he wanted to, on his best day, could not take Sweetie back because she did too much. She is now a liability. He will now be a joke if he was to sit and take her back. So Quavo said, okay, I learned my lesson. What I need to do is go back and get me a nice feminine lady that knows how to represent me correctly. So y'all know he used to date Karuchi, okay, Kikuchi. Let me also put a disclaimer, okay, because this doesn't have anything to do with the lesson we're doing today, but I do want to acknowledge it because I know you guys are going to say it anyway. I do not in any way, shape, or form condone Black men only exclusively dating mixed women or racially ambiguous women. I am all for Black on Black, 100% Black love, 100%. I am there for it. But for the sake of this story, can we ignore that part? Thank you. So now I like Kikuchi. Though she does date in the industry, she tends to have very long-term relationships. Like she's not with one guy 1 month, another guy the next. Like she tends to be in very long-term relationships with guys. I mean, in Hollywood, hey, you know, sometimes it's the best to get. I like Kikuchi. I think she is very feminine. I think she is very sweet. Okay, so Quavo, from the way this went down, it looked like Quavo probably fucked up in their situation. But then by the time he messed up, she had got a new man. Okay. But now her and the new man had broke up. So here go Quavo finding out that Karuchi and her man broke up. Here go Quavo. Now in the last video, I told you, I said, Quavo is not taking her back, and trust and believe, Quavo is entertaining someone new. I said, believe it. Believe just as sure as I am tall that he got him a new lady, and best believe he is going to rebuild with a new woman that he knows will not embarrass him the way Saweetie embarrassed him. Okay. So Quavo decides to circle the block. Ladies, when you and you're feminine and you're not out here acting a fool, he's coming. He's coming. Okay? If you're not crazy and emotional and acting like you ain't got no damn sense, he's coming. Sometimes men got to get out there and see that this is not it. So here go the news headline. As this news headline is going on, Saweetie is sinking. Okay, her sexual empowerment persona, her I'm the boss B backfired. Everybody went back home. Everybody went to where it was better. And you know what she was doing? Twerking naked on a balcony. In a thong, I should say. Both of these men went back with respectable women who are not jumping around, thotting and bopping. And you're twerking in a thong on a balcony in the middle of LA. If going outside was a person. So now as she was twerking on balconies, still trying to get Quavo's attention, still thinking that that is how she was going to make him jealous, Quavo is taking Kikuchi on vacation. Where the picture of them on vacation, honey? Look. Okay. They chilling, they riding ATVs, they hanging out. He's gone. Oh, and he ain't coming back, sis. Okay. The moral of the story, ladies, is this: staying in your feminine, staying in your grace. Okay. Not slanging your labia all over society will always make you win. I know they say these hoes be winning. They're not. They might be winning on Instagram. They might be winning in the public eye. In real life, where it really counts, they are not. You have got to be calculated in how we move, okay? You cannot just move on masculinity, which is to avenge and to fight. You have to do less, fall back. When you be great, that is how you stand out. You have to look at how the majority of women are moving and know that you need to move differently. Do not be like Saweetie, which Saweetie moves like majority of women today, and then still sit in their delusion thinking they got it, thinking that they're winning, and you're not winning. It's not winning, jumping around and jumping around and jumping around and thinking that you're going to find these bonds with anyone. We have to respect relationship, respect vulnerability, respect bonds. Before we lay down and invest, have children, create life with a man, we have to think, ask questions, get to know. If we make our beds as women, we have to lay in them. We have to do what's best for our children, what's best for our health, what's best for our reputation. I know a lot of sisters don't have anyone to sit and teach them this. This is why we have this channel. This is why we have your big sister Six. And we're always going to use these situations to learn from, grow, and be better as women. Honey, I'm over here gagging at this story. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What do you think of the way Saweetie moved, the way Jada moved? I'm really curious to know what y'all think in the comments, because for me, I'm over here choking. Y'all please like the video, subscribe to the channel, stay safe out there, and manage y'all pee correctly. See you on the next.